your time. Take it serious. So let me do the domain and range on this one, and then I'll let you do the other. Okay? So domain is the x, and the range is the y. Right? And remember, we go least to greatest, so left to right. So for this parent function, it's gonna keep going left, 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 left on the x-axis, right? So that's from negative infinity. And it's gonna keep going to the right, 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 for forever. So positive infinity. Or we could also say all real numbers. That includes all numbers. For the range, I say how low does it go, right? And it goes, on the y-axis, it goes low, 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 forever low, and then high, 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 forever high, infinitely high. So again, negative infinity to positive infinity, or all real numbers. Just please understand that this is because of the x's infinities, and these are because of the y infinities, so they're not the same infinities. Okay? Question, guys, on the main and range. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set my timer on here, I guess, for 3 minutes. And what I want you to do is go answer, but only the domain and the range of the questions. Okay, just do your best. If there's one that you get and you're like, I have no idea, just skip it. Okay, but do all the ones that you can. Pretend it's a mini quiz. Try to do your best. 3 minutes. Even if you're good at it, because that last one is going to get you. About 30 seconds, guys. All right, so here we go. And even if you're not finished, you probably got a good chunk of it. So let's hit them up and let's see how you're doing. If you did mess up, just erase it, it's okay. But more importantly is when I go over it, if it doesn't make sense, please say something, please speak up. So here's the first one. From left to right, so this goes forever, so it's gonna keep opening up forever. So negative infinity to positive infinity. It's not negative infinity, positive infinity on the y though, so be careful, okay? So we go from the lowest part to the highest part. So the lowest part is here on the y-axis and the highest part is up, 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 right? So from 0 to infinity. I saw that on the quiz, but a lot of you missed it because you put parentheses on 0. But it is touching right there on the middle, so you have to put bracket, okay? The difference between the bracket and the parentheses. Questions, guys, on that one? How many of you honestly got both of those right so far? Right, so that's good. We need to work. So hopefully we're patching it up. Okay, that's the whole point of this. Domain. X from here, from the middle, right? And then it keeps going this way forever. So from 0 onward for forever. So 0 to infinity. Range, we look at the y. The lowest part, remember we don't consider that. From 0 on the y, up, 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 up. It will keep going up little by little by little. Okay, so 0, it happens to be the same. Question on that one, guys? No? Good? Okay. And 4. This one's kind of tricky as well. It does keep like scooting left, 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 little by little by little. And to the right, little by little by little. Okay? So it will also go forever to the left, forever to the right. All real numbers. Okay. It will go down forever, as the arrows can see, and then up forever. So all real numbers for the range. Is that one okay? Okay. Number 5. Forever to the left, forever to the right. Right? So all real numbers. Not all real numbers for the range though. Lowest part is at y0, and then it goes up, up, up. So 0 to infinity. Question on that one? Okay, last one. This is gonna be the hard to answer all the questions to. The answers are okay. So pay attention to this one. Okay, this goes forever to the left. Agreed? Right. So negative infinity. Okay. Now, guys, this one's tricky. I need you to turn up your smart juice on this one because it's tricky. So it has these things called asymptotes, which are like invisible walls, which means you can't touch those walls. Okay, so it's something where the graph will come in and get closer and closer and closer and closer, but it will never touch that. Now, if you think about it in common sense, it kind of doesn't make sense because, like, if I move closer and closer and closer to him, will I eventually touch him? Mm-hmm. Yes, right? So it doesn't make sense. How can something get closer and closer and closer, but never touch? So I'm gonna give you a visual real quick, okay? So let's say the rule for this is I can only half it. Okay, so I take a paper, I half it. I take this half and I half it. And then I take that half and I half it. So how long can I do that? This is the same as that thing getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So I can keep on halving the half. Well, eventually my fingers will get too fat, right? But would you agree that I could get some tweezers? Right, so I could get some tweezers and then cut it a little bit more in half. Would you agree that eventually those tweezers would be too big, but could you get some microscopic tweezers? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the only thing that's limiting me from halving is the tools that I'm using. So if I have an infinitely small tools, I can infinitely keep on halving, and it'll always have a half. That's the same principle. You're always going to get closer, 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 but never touch. It's never going to completely disappear. Okay, so that's how it's possible. So anyways, back to this. Okay, pretend as though, like on video games, there's a portal right here. So when this hits that portal, it immediately transfers to over here. Okay, so Okay, and if you look at it on a graph, that's how it behaves. So you hit that portal and then it appears over here. But you never touch this thing. So it gets really, really close to this zero, but it'll never touch it. So it gets really close to the zero, but it'll never touch it, okay? We have to jump over this wall, okay? So we can put it like this, we jump over it. And then once it jumps over that portal, now it's super close again to zero, but it won't touch it. So it'll go from zero, and then it goes forever to the right. Okay, I don't know if you've done that in algebra too. I think you have, but maybe it's been a while. Another way to say that is, it's all the real numbers, except, right, there's one number I can't touch, because there's a wall there. And that wall's right here. So at x equals 0, x cannot equal 0, because that's where the wall is located. The range, same thing, it goes down forever, up forever, except where there's this asymptote right here. So all real numbers except y can't equal 0, or you would jump over that 0. We're gonna get more in depth in the future as far as the asymptotes are concerned. This is a general idea. Okay, let's go back to the top. I'm gonna separate this part.